this is going to be a mess, to put it bluntly. So it's looking like there's only 14 of the prototypes, and that means the remaining, quick math here, 24 are going to be GTEs. We're going to wait for qualifying, or it is now qualifying. I've done my best. What I'm using this is less of qualifying because, well, there's only 14 of the class, and more of getting the tyres up to temperature, because that is going to be the problem here. That is, although it did say there's only 14 of our class, and now it's saying there's 19, so that is a much better result for me than I was thinking, so that's a good sign. Looks more of an even split. So speaking of splits, this is split number 2. Okay, yeah. Split number 2 out of, well, 3. Only around 100 and so people signed up to this, so that shows you how popular or unpopular this is. It does seem, probably one of the big reasons for that, is how easy, and I truly mean easy, these cars are to locking up. I just cannot fathom how difficult it is. It's something to do with, well, the fact that the track just falls under you and climbs and stuff, so it's not a flat track, and that makes it easier to lock up at the best of times, not compared to the... Yeah, it's not good. I'm going to try and get as much heat as I can into these bad boys, and they just don't seem to want to do it. I also have to do my very best, which is arguably the most important thing. Do not lock up. As soon as these tyres lock up, that's it, you're done. It is so difficult to set fast laps on ruined tyres, so my job at the moment is purely just to find where the tyres want to lock up and where they didn't, so I actually have to get off the brakes there because I felt it that they were starting to lock up. I would rather lose time and not do too well early on and have stronger tyres to finish than to just go relatively quick at the opening laps, completely shred the tyres, and then have an absolute miserable, and I truly mean miserable, rest of the race. I mean, it's a 40-minute race, so it's not exactly going to be a quick sprint, but I mean, it's not exactly a full endurance race either, but I'll do my best. I will truly do my best in this situation here. I am hoping that this... yeah. I mean, we can only do what we can do, and this is what I'm going to try and say here. I'm not going to start at the pits because that is the most stupid thing to do ever in a multi-class race, unless you are the slower class. It's kind of an interesting situation here, regardless. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Purely because I want to be the slowest in my class to start off with, but I don't want to find myself battling with the quick GTEs, which is likely to be the case, so it's going to be an interesting one. It truly is going to be such an interesting race. I imagine, and I'm going to test this theory now, it is the example of hard on the brakes to begin with, because no ABS, bad tyres, hard on the brakes to begin with, and then just slowly come off. So if I want to brake, I can brake like that. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's what I thought it was. I was hoping that was the case, and not just you couldn't touch, even think about touching the full brake at any point during the deceleration point, the braking zone. Seems that we're okay, but then we get to situations like that where just simply contemplating the brake existing sends it off into a bit of an upset. I'm not the biggest fan of where we currently are, but alas, I digress. We move on. We try our utmost and our very best to somehow finish this. I mean, I say this is qualifying, so I'm treating it more as an experiment rather than actually doing quick laps, because again, my plan is to fall to basically the back of the pack here, in front of the GTEs, but somewhere behind everyone else, because I want to try and make this into finishable, basically, because these tyres are not very friendly. I mean, lap times around here I can do with a good set of tyres heated up underneath me, about 33.5, 33.3, so I can be quick. I don't think that's going to be the problem. I think the problem is nursing the tyres to that point, and that's where I believe we're going to be at. I truly believe it is going to be a case of get these tyres to the end. And I have a feeling, I could be very wrong by this, but I have a feeling that is the big reason why not many people signed up to this actual race, purely because it is such... it's very counterintuitive for anyone on a sim race. You want to go quick, you want to push yourself, you don't really want to be, I mean, well, preserving your tyres for half the race. Yeah, see, look, just... I mean, I fully admit that was more than just a tap there. I did kind of nail the brake there, but when the tyres are fully up to warmth and you don't have any flat spots, that's completely doable. 100% doable, and I just, for whatever reason, just do not have that right now. I mean, lap times are starting to tumble. People are setting very quick laps, so they obviously have the confidence to, well, go quite quickly on these fresh tyres. I will do my best. I will try and set somewhat of a competitive lap time. I mean, what was that? 39. The tyres are not amazing. They're not full up temperature, but I'm going to do my best to try and get them. There we go. That's better. That was way too... I had a lot more braking power than I thought I did. Okay, well, that's the warning, so that's not even going to count now, which is absolutely fine by me considering what my plan is here. Ah. Unfortunately, this lap doesn't count, so we don't really have to worry about finishing here as such, but we'll see what we can and can't do here. Okay, so we didn't actually get a lock up there, which is good. Got a lock up there though, so definitely not out of the woods just yet. But it does seem, although we have locked up and we're locking up again there, it does seem that we managed to nurse the tyres somewhat better around here. I mean, we're not setting the world afire. We're really not. We're very slow in comparison to what we should be doing right now, but, well, this was more of an experiment to see if I can get the tyres to last qualifying time. Although we've got a little bit of vibration in comparison to what we can have, this is, I mean, this is amazing. There we go. Don't quite have the grip, nor do I actually have the skill to turn in on time there, but that's fine. I mean, this is more of a tyre test than an actual skill test, because I know I can go a lot quicker than what I'm currently doing. If we were fortunate enough to, well, or the class have tyre blankets, then, I mean, I imagine a lot more people would actually sign up to this particular event, because the Future Speedway at the best of times is a difficult track to master in the sense of preventing the tyres from locking up, and then you put cold tyres and not very skilled drivers such as myself. It's a recipe for disaster, which is why I don't think many people signed up, because it's not that enjoyable. Don't blame them, to be honest with you. I have a feeling this is going to be our one and done on this one. We'll finish this, then we'll see what else has come about. Don't know if anyone has any suggestions or anything on what other events are live right now. It's going to finish at the same time as this one is. That's if we're going to finish it. We might end up being in a T1 incident. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, because I'm going to do my very best to kind of take it a bit slower than everyone else is, but alas, well, time finished. We actually, considering that wasn't the worst, and we are starting P15, which is effectively where I want to be anyway, so that's not the end of the world there. My plan is just to survive the opening laps. That's all I want to do. If I survive the opening laps, that's the best thing I can do. I mean, looking at everyone else, we've got some interesting people out here. Quite a few people with warnings on, which isn't filling me with confidence, but equally there's only 3 splits, so we're not exactly going to have a split full of very highly trusted drivers. So how many have we got in all? We've got 1, 2, 3... Okay. Well, it'll be fun, regardless of what's going to happen. More importantly, though, I'm going to have to get fresh tyres on because the tyre temperature doesn't carry over. Brake bias is okay. Traction control isn't going to be the biggest issue right now, so that's whatever at the moment. So P16, pretty far back, which is basically what I'm going to do at the moment. Hopefully we don't fall into the clutches of the GTEs. That is my big concern. I mean, I'm sure that's most people's concern in a situation where you just do not want to find yourself behind the GTEs, because they will, particularly the quick ones, they will not let you go by that easily, because they want to have some fun, they want to race, and if they can try and beat a much quicker car than themselves, they will do it.
Formation lab has started.
Apparently I've got something to catch up on. Out of line, let's not try and crash into someone, that'll be most definitely ideal here. Welcome everyone to what can only be described as a time management simulator rather than a race. Well, at least my experiences at the moment, I have been struggling quite a lot to try and maintain my car to actually not lock up, so that seems what that's going to be the challenge today. We are on split 2 of only 3 today. I imagine that's predominantly because of, well, Fuji Speedway on cars that lock up with no tyre warmers is a recipe for disaster. We're starting quite far down the back because more through choice and also through pace, but we'll see what we can and can't do here. Someone clearly didn't start very well. What my aim for the next few laps is purely, and I truly mean purely, just to not wreck the car obviously, but also get the tyres from locking up or falling behind the GTEs. Oh, okay. Yep, that happened. Yep. Okay, well, remember the statement of don't fall behind the GTEs? That hasn't happened. That definitely has not happened right now, so that was great. Oh, even better. I am a fool. How much damage have you got? I mean, we've got some damage. The car feels okay. I mean, I've got some nice tyre temperature now, which should mean, well, hopefully mean something. Don't know how much damage I've got on tyres. I don't know how much damage I've got in general. I mean, I've only got yellow at the moment, but that most definitely can and will change. Fortunately, that was probably to some extent my fault at the start of there, because I didn't leave as much room as I wanted to. I was kind of following the car ahead of me. I didn't imagine it to go that badly, so I guess racing incident or whatever it was. But, well, at least we now have a kind of a challenge here, which is see how many positions we can make up by, well, racing. If I wreck the tyres, I wreck the tyres. If I don't, I don't now, because we're not going to, well, get in the top 10 now. It's purely just a case of seeing how high we can finish. Seeing how many cars don't finish is probably a better way of putting it. Okay. I mean, at least it's nice to actually have some temperature in the tyres right now. Is he going to defend? Is he not? I don't know, really. Didn't need to. He outbroke himself there. Don't blame the guy there, to be honest with you. That is exactly what I would have done, but... moved up a position. We're up 1. Hooray! I mean, just because we have nothing to lose doesn't mean we should start wrecking other people's days, basically, is how I'm going to race now. If I can clearly make my way through the pack, I will do it. If I can't, then, well, we'll be sat behind someone, I guess. You didn't need to do that, I was going to make the corner. Again, you didn't really need to do that. I was going to make the corner, but it is what it is at the moment. Sit in P17 there. Someone's going to the pits, which is a good sign for us, but we've made it up to 14th position in GT class. Oh boy. My plan is to just kind of thread it in here. Whoa. Nice. It is a wrecking challenge today. I mean, it's good wreck avoidance, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. Right, we've got someone else there we can actually race now. Don't know if they got damage or not because they are quite far down at the moment. So now I'll come up with some Porsches. I mean, realistically, I'm trying my best not to wreck them, but I also don't want to get in their way, but it is what it is. Would help if I was in the right gear though, wouldn't it, to be honest with you? Oh, we're up to 7th position. We're getting there slowly. We're slowly getting our way through. Looks like there's a humongous gap though, I'm afraid we've got to catch up to anyone else in our class. We're 16th at the moment, so that's not ideal. Oh, I thought I was going to go around there, to be honest with you. He looked like he may be going around. He didn't, thankfully, but I digress, we move on. Going up a gear probably wouldn't be the best thing to do there. Ugh. I mean, it's definitely is not ideal what's going to happen here, but I digress. Would help if having gear again. That is another thing that most definitely would help. Don't know if you can tell this fact, but I'm not that common. Well, it's a debate, but I'm not that confident, and I don't often race in multi-class races. That's something that I need to start developing. The skills I do, more on the diving in kind of thing. I don't really want to undercut him, but I equally have a feeling we're quicker than him. Is he going to do the silly squeeze? Feels like he may be trying to do the silly squeeze. Actually, he's not. He's going to give it up on the silly squeeze, which is fair enough. And we're through. That's another position we made up, which is good. That's a good sign. Fortunately, we just kind of got to work our way around considerably slower cars here. That's not a good thing to do. That's really not a good thing to do. Thankfully there's no one behind us to actually get involved with, but that wasn't ideal. And we've now got to remake that position back up again. Yay. Yeah. We're almost definitely in a battle, but not really where we want to be at. Oh, we've cleared them. That was second place, so we now have to assume somewhere miles away is actually the quickest GTE car. Which should mean we're now free to actually race, which is a good sign. I'm glad. Fuel-wise, we got a decent amount of fuel. Nothing too drastic here. Wow. I don't like it when the car ahead of me is not that confident on the brakes, so I'm trying to brake as late as possible. They don't want to, and it kind of causes that stack-up situation there. Should have been aware of him, but I'm quite glad I wasn't, because, well, there was a car on the outside, so that kind of did work in my favour there. Ah, here we go. Oh, wait, no, that's not. That's just a lap down one. Just a very slow GTE. Whoa! I need to get by that guy quite quickly now. It's not that he's unpredictable, it's just that his braking is different to mine, and you can see how much I caught up to him there. He's not overly confident overtaking slower cars. I mean, to be fair, I'm not either, but I feel I have a little bit more confidence than he does. I mean, that was horrendous. I have no idea what's going on today. I mean, I do, and it's not good. It's called lack of skill. Okay, let's actually put my head down now. Let's stop being silly, let's stop messing around, let's actually try and concentrate now because, well, we're here to do a job, and I'm currently not doing it. The tyres are as warm as they're going to be. I don't have a huge flat spot, so I should be okay on braking. Okay. Let's not dive him here. I mean, that was a quicker lap. That's a good sign. We're now into the actual 37s. I mean, realistically, we should be in the 35s by now. We're way into the 35s. This, but alas, we're not in there quite yet. No! Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, I locked up. Okay, so my brake bias is way too far back right now. I need to push that forward. Brake bias, push it forward. No, forward I said, not back. Right, that's probably more like it. Because I moved it forward, the fronts are now locking up. It does feel like I'm kind of stuck either way. Either the back end kicks out if I brake too hard, or the front ends lock up. So it's kind of we're kind of screwed either way, if I'm honest with you. It's not ideal, but it's what we got. And we've only just caught the fastest LMPE. That driver is amazingly quick compared to everyone else. I mean, that's his win. He's going to win this unless something drastic happens. Although looking at the actual track, well, I think map, but the relative, it's not looking good. We're soon to be lapping, or being lapped I should say, our own drivers, our own class I should say. Okay, that's definitely helped. That's definitely helped. Okay, that's good. Yeah, the back end feels a lot more stable now. It's just a shame that I didn't pick up on it earlier. Okay. I mean, that's not a good sign, but equally this is the fastest guy who is now letting me go. I mean, he's clearly not happy because like you're holding me up, but at the end of the day, one, he's miles ahead, and two, I didn't dive him. He kind of let me have that. I went on the outside on the braking zone. He was just better than me on the brakes, so he got to the apex quicker. I was happy to just sit behind him, but he just let me have it after the well, just probably the S bit. But hey ho, it is what it is. Let's get the relative back up there. That'd be more useful to not have it. Front tires are a bit destroyed here, but hey, why not? I thought I missed a braking point, but I didn't. But then I did because of it. That's horrendous. Very bad play here. I mean, I turned in quicker. I know in the faster guys, the ones actually trying to lead the race, they're going to be starting to do, or at least think about, fuel management. I can't because I just don't have that in my brain at the moment. I'm battling for every second on the track rather than actually being smooth and consistent. On the plus side though, tyres are definitely up to temperature, which is a good sign. We are a bit more, well, we are racy now, which is a good thing. We've moved the brake bias so we can actually brake better. Now take two. I mean, we're not quick enough, or maybe not close enough to actually make the same move we did last time, but we'll see what we can and can't do here. There we go, 36.0, that's a good sign. Okay. Just a random car coming back on track, but we made the corner work. It worked. He might get a bit of a switch back on me there. He's stuck with me, which is interesting considering he's about a second or so slower than me. And I'm not overly slow that lap. I'm not quick, I admit that fully, but I'm equally not that slow. Oi, 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 oi. That was fun. That was very fun. I mean, the guy behind me gained a lot from it, following me there. I'm glad to be of some service, but... well, I was hoping it wouldn't have been the guy that's actually probably going to try and chase me down. So they've got 12 seconds on the next guy. But we do have some slower cars as well, so... that's too early, that is. Got a good exit out of it though, so it's not in the world, but it's not amazing. Probably brake a little bit more aggressive there, to be honest with you. Nah. That was not ideal. So we've got 3 laps left before we got to start pitting. That should be about right. Probably going to overfill my car by about 2 or 3 laps by the end of the day. That's not a big deal. Let's not do that. Please. Oh, no. There we go, that's what I meant to do. Alright. So my plan realistically was, well, not speed now, but my plan effectively was to try and avoid getting back into the GTEs there, because I'll probably lose as much time as what I'm doing now. Not great, obviously we lost quite a bit of time here, but regardless, it's fine. Hopefully we won't be in the pack of GTE cars, which is, for me, the most important thing. I mean, lap time, we're miles off where we need to be lap time wise, but just don't feel like the car has it right now. There we go. We're up to 13th position, which is a good sign. The tyres have cooled down a slight amount though, which isn't amazing, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. Okay. So the next guy headed 15 seconds, but we kind of knew that anyway, although he has spun out, it looks like. Yep, I can see him there. Really struggling there now. I feel like we did manage to nurse the tyres decently. The only issue I'm having now is, well, the pace, the lack of pace, but also just, well, the tyres are starting to get a bit worn. I mean, where we're looking at, if I could go by it, that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, actually, no, they look pretty new. Okay, they're only about 10% out. That's pretty good, as the entire cockpit, well, at least what I have cockpit-wise, is shaking a good one. Yep. I really wanted to clear those guys coming out of the pits. If you're wondering why I broke so late, I really wanted to clear them. Oh, I should be able to take the Porsche on the outside. That shouldn't be the issue here. Got another one letting me go, thank you. I would hope by the time we catch up to that guy, he's going to come in for the pit. I know the GTEs can go a little bit further on fuel, but I don't know how much further. So it's possible we might have to overtake him on track again, or whether we can simply just bypass the guy in the pit. That would be good to bypass him on the pit, but obviously if we have to make a move, I'm hoping it's either on the straight or on 270R, or I can effectively just sail on the outside of them. Okay, looks like 9th place is now in the pit, and 8th place is also in the pit. A lot of people are pitting. I don't know if people are pitting on for new tyres or not. I know that is the most insane thing to ever do, by the way, is going for tyres. We're up in 7th position now. This isn't what I imagined, to be honest with you, going on today. Well, it kind of was. I imagined that I was going to be a bit more reserved on the tyres and just seeing if I can nurse them out and not completely destroy them, which kind of happened, but also the fact that the start of the race was just abysmal, so it does genuinely make me think, though, if I wouldn't have spun out of the front, where would we be? I mean, we lost easily 30 plus seconds at the start, so we'd probably be sat quite comfortably in 5th position right now. Obviously, I don't know if we would have got involved in any other instance at some point or another. I mean, actually thinking about it, not only would we have had the effect of losing 30 seconds at the start, having to wait for everyone to go by, we also then had to navigate the entirety of the GTE field, which probably lost us another 10 seconds, so take about 40 seconds off where we are, and that is probably what we could have been doing. I mean, we're only about 30 seconds off the lead, which would have been quite good. We would have been battling for potentially 4th or whatever else happens. Let's try not to destroy people's races here. As my wheel's not happy at all there. I mean, let's not destroy the front left tyres. There. That was not ideal. Also, this isn't really going to be ideal at the moment, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, that wasn't great. But we did it. We managed to get by him. 35.2. That is incredibly quick, to be honest with you, so there's not really much of an opportunity to get in front of anyone else. I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot closer than I would like. We now once again have to find a way past the class leader. I mean, locking the rear tyres is not fun and games at the moment. Apparently we gained time there, so that's the first warning. Oh, I'm really not happy how easily I'm now locking these tyres up. They do seem to just want to lock up at any stage now. It's not what I want. That's really not what I want. Right, let's go back to the braking point again. Again. I feel like I'm absolutely destroying this car one way or the other. I mean, braking really early there is not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay. I mean, at one point we was actually looking to set quite a quick lap time, but that's obviously not happened right now. Does look like some of the guys in front have been involved in some kind of collision, which is fun. the fact that my whole wheelbase now is vibrating makes it a little bit harder to actually see what's in front of me on the straightaways, which is kind of strange, but my entire body is vibrating, including my eyeballs. Can only imagine how it would actually feel in a real car in a situation. I can imagine it makes it incredibly difficult to actually concentrate on what you're doing when your entire head is shaking. Oh, let's not do that. Okay. We are now once again closing on the back of some guys. Thankfully, it's only one GTE car, so it shouldn't be the end of the world. Okay. What a unique thing to give away there, but I guess he's so far down, there's no problem in doing that. Okay, thank you. Whoa, that could have been fun. I only glimpsed it at the very last second. I was too busy focusing on my braking point and suddenly had a guy almost take us out. That would have been fun after all that time here. I mean, you can kind of tell I'm getting much more confident because, well, I'm making moves that I would not have done earlier. I mean, lap time rise, we're not in the best spot. But just maybe 6th position is on the cards here. It's always a maybe. Yep, even more so. That's the problem that a lot of people seem to be facing, the exact same thing I had, which was, well, you want to try and put the brakes as far back as possible to make sure that you don't lock up the front tyres and ruin your tyres, but you need to at some point remember, move it back when the tyres come to temperature, because otherwise they'll just grip up and you will find yourself spinning out very easily. So for now, 6th position's on the, well, we're in 6th position. Bit of snap. Actually, there's understeer, oversteer there he had there. We do have a car behind us though, he's only 2.3 seconds, so we're kind of going to push it a bit. Can't go crazy, but equally we can't play it too safe. That was a bit better. It wasn't amazing, but it's fine. It's fine. We do have slower cars ahead of us again. The sim's telling me we need fuel. We shouldn't need fuel if we're doing the right amount of laps here. Would be quite fun if we do end up running out of fuel, but and the fact that we've not been told this is the last lap tells me, unfortunately, we've got another lap to go. So fuel-wise, we're about 0.2 of a lap off of it. I've got to literally do my best now to try and save as much fuel as possible. I'd really hope we're now on the final lap. Definitely not ideal that we've underfueled the car, so we've got a big gap though. We've got a huge gap. No fuel. This has to be the last lap, doesn't it? This truly has to be the last lap. It is the last lap. Okay, good. Okay, we should be alright then. Remember what I said earlier about I've never had to save fuel really before. Maximum concentration here now. I would hope if I could actually make the corner as well. Looks like we should just about be okay for fuel. Really pushing it though. Wow. Okay. That was something. Wasn't ideal, but I'm glad we did it. Really glad we did it. I want to see what happened at the start of that race though. To me, that is my biggest question is... was it me that did it? Because it very well might have been me that caused that incident at the start. I know, in fact, I kind of looked away at the last second, so... coming on the inside. Maybe not. Maybe not. We have like a close-up camera, please. There we go. There's the guy behind. So it looks like the guy behind simply, I can see him come into the frame now. He massively did that. Okay, so it was nothing to do with me. It wasn't my fault. I literally gave miles and miles of room and just got punted regardless because someone outbroke himself. Okay. That's a shame. Because time difference, we possibly could have found ourselves maybe just a lap above. I don't know. It was an interesting one, but it happened what happened. So I don't know why it says that. Probably because I was a lap down. I don't know. It is what it is, but I think this is all broken. The live, it's live timing, standings. Maybe that's going to help me. No, it still hasn't helped me. Okay. Whatever happened. I don't know what position it gave me. It gave me P16. I wasn't P16. I was P6 there. Okay, it's probably because I was on the replay and it put me down there. That's probably the reason why. Hopefully the reason why. But gold. We hit gold. There we go. That's what I was kind of hoping, but didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. There we go. That's very good. I mean, yeah, I had a feeling that would have happened, but oh well. It happened. It wasn't amazing. Qualifying was pretty awful. We did manage to get there. If we didn't have the initial collision, we could have been battling for potentially P3. I don't think we had the skill or pace for it. I mean, 35.5, probably not, but it could have been interesting regardless. But unfortunately, that is what happens when things go horribly wrong. Let's have a look and see if there are any good dailies. This ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna touch that. Bahrain. I mean, I have now unlocked that, so that's something. Doesn't look like there's anything too exciting coming up now, so I probably will end the stream a little bit earlier than I originally planned. Still says I'm silver, but I guess that might take a little time to process. But anyway, that is what we're going to do. We're going to finish it there after what was a trial. Definitely a trial by fire. We got to the end, considering how bad the start was. We managed fuel, sort of. We managed tyres, sort of. We didn't crash into one, sort of. We didn't crash into the GTEs. That didn't happen, but we managed to piss off the leader. But hey-ho, that's the end of that. I'm going to end it there, as I say. Is a short one for me. My plan for tomorrow probably would be Gran Turismo 4 again. That's what I'm hoping to do for a little bit and seeing how that goes. I am also planning on doing a couple of videos next week on different things. My plan is probably to do the Breakfast 2 update when that comes out on the 5th, and also to maybe have a look at, I was going to say Dirt Rally then, but it wasn't, Assetto Corsa Rally. See how that is. I was going to make a video on Assetto Corsa Evo, but for reasons of them cancelling the career mode, which was something I was looking forward to. But it is what it is. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see what videos I make. Maybe I won't make any. Maybe I will make a lot. I don't know. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you do not see me again tomorrow, I'm planning to be there tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and